Do you support Trump on annexing Canada or Greenland?
Do I support annexing Greenland and Canada? The short answer to that is no.
North Carolina Congressman Chuck Edwards, the latest to face heated constituents about the Trump administration at a town hall in Asheville last night. We're seeing these start to pop up all over the country. Now, following the event, the congressman posted saying, in part, quote, "Had a lively town hall with my constituents in Asheville. We may not agree on every issue, but hearing the concerns of Western North Carolinians and answering your questions will continue to be a priority of mine." Congressman Edwards joined me here on the Hill last week. I asked him why he was holding an in-person event given such anger that we have seen at other town halls.
My constituents have asked for it. I trust my constituents, even those that I might not agree with. But more than that, I'm proud of what Republicans are accomplishing right now, and I want the opportunity to talk about that. President Trump is keeping his promises.
Joining me now is Congressman Don Bacon from Omaha, Nebraska. The congressman will be holding tele-town halls, and tomorrow the Minnesota governor and former VP candidate Tim Walz will visit his district to potentially call him out on that. Congressman Bacon, thanks for being back with us here on the Hill. Appreciate it.
By the way, Congressman Edwards is a great guy. He's a great friend of mine.
He's on this show a lot, as are you, Congressman, and that's where I want to start, because you're not shy, right? You're on television all the time. You're taking the questions. You're answering the hard questions. You're in a purple district, really a blue district. Kamala Harris won your district. But you're not doing these town halls, and you just spoke about Congressman Edwards, who is. Why are you making the decision not to have these in person? It feels like it goes against the congressman who I know who's not afraid to take these questions.
Well, I've always done one town hall a quarter. That's always been my rule of thumb. And I've done a mix of tele-town halls and in-person town halls. And I never said I would never do an in-person town hall. So someone else told you that. It's not me. But I am doing a telephone town hall a week and a half from now. And we average 6,000 people on our telephone town halls. Normally you get like 300 people in an in-person town hall if it's big. A lot of times it's 200 or less. So I'll just tell you, it's more efficient to do a telephone town hall because you get over 10 times the number of people.
Republicans have been advised not to do these. And Chuck Edwards clearly did it. Will you do these in person?
Well, the first one I'm going to do is telephone town hall, and then I'll do one the next quarter. I may do an in-person town hall. I haven't decided one way or the other way. Okay. But I always do one a quarter. And a telephone town hall, just to be candid with you, it's better. You get 10 times the number of people on there. You run through, you get double the number of questions asked. And I like all the hard questions on there. I'm going to make sure we put on people that don't like Doge. They don't like, the Ukraine stuff going on. Neither do I, by the way. So I don't like having all that on there. But frankly, some of these town halls get so bad that you can't even bring children to them. And there's something wrong with that. And I have people that forward me the moveon.org and the Indivisible emails that they get. And they're very choreographed. And they're meant to make the members of Congress fail. So, for example, they'll say, Harry, you asked this question. Pete, you asked this question. Joe, you scream and yell, we're not going to give you a question. It's all staged by left-wing radicals.
So let me ask you, because you just talked about Elon Musk. You just talked about Ukraine. Musk recently called a Democratic senator a traitor for visiting Ukraine. You said, quote, "It's not decent, it's not right." You've been against some of the tariffs, specifically Canadian tariffs. I don't agree with the tariffs in Canada, you've said. So if you are at these town halls, virtual or telephone or in person, and you get asked, Congressman, what about Musk? What about the tariffs? What would you say?
I would say what I've already said publicly. I'm an open book. I say, I'm on here, I say what I think. I try to be tactful, I try to be polite, but I'm always candid. And when it comes to Musk, I thought it was wrong to call any senator a traitor for one, but this particular senator, he's a combat veteran, an astronaut. And it's all right to disagree with someone, but to call a traitor, I thought was wrong, and I said it publicly. I would say that at the town hall. I'll be able to say that at this telephone town hall. And my point is, it's better. You get more stuff done in a telephone town hall. So I'm not going to retreat and saying like I'm retreating from this. You get more done in a telephone town hall, and you reach 10 times more people. When it comes to Doge, I'll say I like the auditing. I don't like the rash cuts on people. Then you got to retract them when you realize you cut somebody important. So I'm very honest. I'm an open book, whether with the media or our constituents.
Got it. We got to leave it there. As I mentioned, you do take the questions. You're here often. We appreciate your time as always, sir. Congressman Don Bacon. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.